News for people who can't stand the news.
Baton Rouge. Young man by the name of Alton Sterling. Well, 37. I still consider that young-ish. Killed on video. Deniers come out the woodwork. Oh, the deniers. Like termites. They eat at the woodwork of our fabric of our country. That's what they do. You know, if you saw a dog get shot point blank range without having his jaws around someone, you'd be complaining. You'd be complaining. You'd be like, oh no, a dog is shot. Poor dog. Poor puppy. I like dogs. I do. Don't want to see dogs killed. But you know what I also like? This is going to trip you out. I like people. And you know what's going to really freak you out? I like poor people. That's right. Love them. Love poor people. Love struggling people. Love working class people. Love people without a lot of money. Love people just getting by. Love people just trying to make it happen. Love people with dreams. Love people with breath. Love people. All colors. All people. Love people. Till you try to come in my house, then we got a problem. But mostly, I love people. Till you try to steal my democracy, I love people. Love them. Mwah, salt of the earth. Beautiful. Love female people, male people, floating gender people, all people. Be who you want to be, marry who you want to marry. Just don't kill our innocent citizens. Alton Sterling. He's got a gun. Video shows fatal confrontation between Alton Sterling and a Baton Rouge police officers. It was two of them, all right? 37-year-old man who sold CDs outside a North Foster Drive convenience store was shot and killed by a Baton Rouge police officer Tuesday morning after some type of altercation with two officers, officials said. Baton Rouge police did not provide much information about what escalated the incident between the officers and Alton Sterling, the man who was killed, or what prompted an officer to fire his weapon. This prompted it. This right here. See this right here? That prompted it. It's to come here. It's the trigger finger. That's what prompted him to fire his weapon. He put his finger on this. He reached in and he pulled this out and he shot it. Shot his gun using this. This is what did it. I mean, they said since the police hadn't come up with a official statement of what prompted it. Just thought I'd let you know. A witness, however, described police as aggressive and said Sterling was armed but was not holding his gun or touching his pockets during the incident. Police later retrieved a gun from the man's pocket, said the witness, shop owner Abdullah Maflawi. About 12:35 a.m., Baton Rouge police responded to the Triple S Food Mart at 2112 North Foster Drive after an anonymous caller indicated that a man in a red shirt who was selling CDs outside the store pointed a gun at someone, telling them to leave the property. Baton Rouge Police Department spokesman Corporal Eljon McKeely said. East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner William Bo Clark said the initial result of an autopsy performed Tuesday after show Sterling died due to a homicide and suffered multiple, meaning more than 2 gunshots to the chest and back. A 48-second cell phone video captured by a bystander, which circulated at a protest about the shooting later in the day, shows an officer firing at least 1 round into a man's chest outside what appears to be the Triple S store, followed by the sound of at least 4 more shots as the camera veers away. Get on the ground, and officers heard yelling in the beginning of the clip. 2 officers seen wrangling in a heavy-set man in a red shirt against a silver sedan before pulling him to the ground onto his back. I've seen the video. You should see the video. Squeamish? You'll survive. See the video. One officer is seen pulling the man's left arm down while pressed down on the man's chest. The man's right arm is not visible in the video. He's got a gun. this whole he's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Oh no, what are we doing? This is commonplace. And see, I want to believe the people in these crazy comment sections that I know I'm going to read about, maybe not with my wolf pack, but if you go across the internet, I tell people all the time, don't read comment sections if you can avoid it because it's horrible. Unlike here, Tim Black's wolf pack, they don't have moderators. They won't invest, or they can't afford, or they don't have a following of people that support the show that will volunteer to help out. See, they just don't. They're just plastic entities that don't interact. But that's beside the point. My point is this. I would like to believe that some of the ignorant statements that I'm going to hear or that you'll hear from people about this incident are based or rooted in ignorance of not understanding. When cops act extremely flustered, and it's like more than two of them, and they're doing this chaotic, get on the ground, I don't know what you're doing, he's got a gun, oh God, oh no. When they do that, it's called acting. Yes, it's called acting. It's a distraction. It's sort of like what everyone says this FBI Comey coming out yesterday, happened to coincide with the releasing of like 1,200 more documents by WikiLeaks exposing Hillary Clinton's activities as Secretary of State relating to Iraq. Same day. It's called a distraction. The officers appear to be flustered. You lose your attention on what's going on and they kill a guy. Now, I know that you may not have known that before. Now you are armed with information that people from the hood know. We know what this means. I've seen countless videos where this plays out. I saw a video with a man in a car, two officers with guns pointed at him, screaming at him, don't move. What you got? I said, I got nothing. Let me get out the car, man. I don't have anything. They shot him anyway. You let him walk. He didn't reach for anything. He didn't do anything. He knew what time it was. He knew when they started screaming that, they were going to kill him. This young man on this video says, please don't shoot me. He's pinned to the ground. Please don't shoot me, officer. Please. They shot him anyway. 4 or 5 more times. This incident is now under investigation by the Department of Justice. And I'm still waiting to hear from Hillary Clinton, the bastion of what they say race relations, the most dominant voice in racial politics. I'm sorry. There's something Eric Dyson, while he was kissing butt, talking about Hillary on Bill Maher's show, where he was all these platitudes about how Hillary was such a great civil rights leader. What else can I tell you? Oh, this is also important, guys. Back in 1996, when he was about, I don't know, that was 15 years ago, when he was about 22, he had sex with an underage girl, it apparently seems. So people are using that. They're using that as a justification for him being shot 5 times. Crime of standing in front of a store that he had permission to be in front of, selling CDs. See, the most disturbing part of this whole thing, which is very typical, the crime that the person gets committed of or is charged with, who's dead, is never anything of much importance. Typically, the only crime they broke was running from cops, not falling down quick enough when they got tased, and not being able to take more bullets before expiring. Sort of like Freddie Gray. I would love to hear my politicians talk about this type of thing. Other than Bernie Sanders. Because you don't want Bernie Sanders. You want Hillary and you want Trump. I would love to hear them talk about this type of thing when it's not election time. And you know what? Election time is only every 4 years. So where were you a year ago? Where were you 2 years ago? See, this is why I can't vote for Hillary. Back to Mr. Sterling. He was known as a good person around the neighborhood. He had a very friendly relationship with the owner of the store, the Triple S Mart. They describe in grave detail exactly what happened, apparently. Apparently, they walk out. They see Alton being slammed on the ground. They're like, what do you do? That's our friend. He was just here. He's always here. Sells CDs and movies. It's not a problem. What do you do? Oh, God, why'd you kill him? What do you do? But, of course, we're going to say that doesn't matter because, well, obviously, with a name like Abdullah Muflai, he must be Muslim, so we can't listen to him. We got to listen to a couple of, I don't know, cops. Right? I'm going to say this, guys, before I move on. First of all, shout out to T.R. Phillips for sending me this story when you did yesterday. Send it to me yesterday. I just didn't get to it till today. Don't call yourself progressive, and when it comes to talking about issues such as this, you don't. Because being progressive is not just getting Bernie Sanders elected. Being progressive is talking about progressive issues. And I can't defend this movement when so-called progressives are silent when it comes to police brutality, murder while in custody. I can't defend it. I won't defend you. And I will call you out. Sorry.